Hello everyone! Welcome to day 4, and we're going to continue with going over the 4 vital behaviors. To recap again, the 4 vital behaviors are be proof the products work, invite, recognize, and personal development. So we're going to combine today the 3rd and 4th vital behaviors not because they're not as important, they are very important to your overall business. But just because there's not a whole lot to really explain about it, it's pretty self-explanatory when it comes to recognizing and also when it comes to personal development. So I'm going to try and keep this shorter and do more of sharing resources to help you guys with personal development or even with how to recognize people on social media, how to make it look like just real and personal and not salesy. So the 3rd vital behavior is recognize. So what that means is that we are recognizing the efforts of others who are in our challenge groups, who are on our team, maybe our friends who are making efforts to live healthier and feel better, our challengers who are experiencing incredible results from working out to our Beachbody fitness programs, maybe by using Shakeology, maybe they are not having as many sugar cravings, or they just have way more energy. They feel like they can do a lot more stuff in their life simply because they've been practicing self-care and when they've been neglecting that for so long. So recognizing is doing just that. We're asking their permission first, but sharing the results of other people. Now that doesn't mean that you don't share your own personal results, but that's kind of where the first portion of the 4 vital behaviors comes in, where it comes into being proof the products work. That's your own story, your own journey, because you are doing that every single day. So recognizing yourself is already kind of part of vital behavior number 1. Vital behavior number 3 is others focused. We are in the business of helping other people live and feel better. That's what this job is about. We are in the business of encouraging people. We are not experts by any means. I'm certainly not a nutrition expert or a fitness expert. The only certification I have is with Size Live and teaching that in gyms and fitness centers. But my experience and seeing other people do the things that I know work, like pushing play on a fitness program, regardless of what that fitness program is, following the nutrition guide, drinking Shakeology, utilizing the Beachbody Performance line or any other supplement that Beachbody provides. And there are other options in within Beachbody's shop. So be sure and do some research on that as well. But we are in the business of helping people live better. We're not trying to change them or change who they are. We're trying to help them feel better. We recognize that our country is in a rather poor spot when it comes to nutrition and to their overall health. 3/4 of the nation is considered obese. That's a problem. So I know that if a person commits to following their fitness program, following and drinking Shakeology, and checking in every day, and being accountable and listening and putting good, healthy, wholesome, real food in their body, way more than the packaged stuff, they eat more plants, more than junk, they will feel better and they will get healthier. We don't need pills and potions to do that. And so what we're doing when we recognize is we're helping people and we're showing people that it's not as complicated as we think it is, but it does take work, and these people put in the work, and we're celebrating their success. So that's really what recognizing is all about. We utilize social media, we share their stories, their challenges that they had to overcome in order to get the results that they have received or they've been seeing. It's the same with coaches on our team. Now I know a lot of you, because you're brand new, you don't have a team yet, but eventually you're going to want to celebrate the success of your team, because that's where you will see growth in your business, is if they are successful. If they are struggling, if they feel defeated, if they feel beat up, if they feel like they can't do this, it's going to reflect in your own business. So your job, as when you start building your team and building up your coaches, is to help them be successful. It is about them. Always about them. You're always others focused. Yes, we have goals for ourselves, and those are things that we have to do. But we should always be helping those who look to us for leadership to to reach their goals, and we should always be helping them and encouraging them and lifting them up and giving them constructive criticism and constructive tools to help them reach those goals. So how do we celebrate those? How do we recognize them on social media? We take their physical transformations from those in our challenge groups, and they share what they've accomplished in the last month, whether non-scale victories or even real scale victories. We share their story, what their words, and put it on social media. Ask their permission first. Sometimes people just aren't comfortable yet with doing that, but most of the time they are more than happy if you cross out their name, but like maybe even show their picture or part of it, or even just some of their words. They're more than happy to share what they've accomplished because they're excited, and so you want to be excited for them. So share that. For our coaches, I like to share about coaches who are doing hard work in their fitness programs. Maybe they've had a huge challenge group and they're helping people in their challenge groups and they're really successful. Maybe they had a huge Success Club month where they helped a lot of people and they earned a lot of Success Club points. Maybe they achieved a new rank in their business and that's helping their family financially. There's a lot of ways you can recognize your coaches and your challengers, and I'll be sure to supply all that for you guys so you can kind of see examples of what that looks like. Now, the fourth vital behavior is a non-negotiable. If nothing else, like you must be growing yourself every single day. It doesn't always have to be fitness related, although I would encourage you, because we are in a business of health and fitness, to always be perfecting your craft, always be learning more about the industry or even about how to live healthier, what foods maybe trigger inflammation in your body. Maybe that information would be useful for somebody else who's going through the same thing. So I know a lot of people are gluten-free because gluten causes a lot of issues for them. Take that information that you've learned for yourself and share that, not as a diet. You are not a dietitian. You are not someone who can give medical advice, but you can share your experience. Facts tell, stories sell. A person can read all the facts about medical and drugs and all that stuff. They can see the facts, but someone's story resonates so much more than just saying, this is what I drink, buy it, it's really good. If you tell your story and you're constantly learning about yourself and you're growing and you're reading books that are inspiring you and encouraging you and uplifting you, that same stuff that you are taking in and growing with, know that if you share it with other people, you are adding value to those who are following you. So personal development is really less me focused and more about, let me take that back. It is working on ourselves. We're always working on becoming better and more knowledgeable about what it is that we want to know more about. I read a lot of books about ministry. I read a lot of books about leadership. I read a lot of books about health and fitness because I want to know more about that stuff. I want to grow personally. And so 9 times out of 10, the stuff that I'm sharing is basically stuff that I've read and has inspired me and encouraged me to make some differences. And I know that the information that inspired me will inspire and encourage other people who are paying attention to my social media posts. So personal development is non-negotiable. It doesn't always have to be in book form. It could be in magazines. It could be in podcasts. It could be the National Wake Up Call is something that you should be listening to every single week. And if you can't listen to it live because of work or school or whatever, then be sure and listen to the replay. There's so many good information, and the people that were invited to speak on the National Wake Up Call, they know something that I don't. If I knew more than that person, then they would have asked me to be on the National Wake Up Call. So I'm not going to act arrogant and not listen to those things. I'm going to take the time to listen to what this person has to say because their information that they have could very possibly benefit me in a great way in my business and in how I help my challengers be successful in their programs. So that's personal development. Very self-explanatory. I will also share some of my favorite resources that I personally have read that I think would be great for all of you as well to start reading. But your challenge for today is to think of ways that you can recognize and do some research on how you can recognize people, what inspires you. Look at other social media pages and see how they recognize the efforts of others and what resonates with you, and that's something that you would want to do for your business and how you want to recognize your challengers and your coaches. And also share with me what you're going to be doing for personal development while we're in this group. So it could be anything. It could be health and fitness, it could be business, it could be leadership, whatever. Just be sure and let me know what it is that you're going to be reading or watching or listening to, so that way I can keep you accountable and check in with you and see what you're learning. All right? So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We're going to dig in even deeper. Okay, talk soon. Bye.